ROM collector.
Alright guys, Retro here guys. Alright guys, I've been getting a lot of questions on the comments of some of the videos that I've been doing, so I'm gonna go over some of the tips and stuff that you should watch out for and always keep in mind, you know what I mean? Alright guys, so first of all I want to say thanks everybody for watching, and all my new subscribers, thank you guys. You guys are making my dream come true. I'm over 100 subscribers now, so wow, I appreciate you guys. I'm almost at 110, so it's channel's growing, so I appreciate you guys for watching and liking the stuff that I do. And if you do like it, you know, always help me with a like. You can always help me with a subscribe, but you don't want to subscribe, you watch some of my videos, at least help me with a like. That really comes in handy. If you're ever on Twitch, Retro Capsule, you can follow me on Twitch if you like. Alright guys, I'm not real big Twitcher, but and maybe in the future, so if you guys can help me with a follow there and subscribe here, that'll be cool. Thank you guys. But let's get into it. I'm gonna show you some of the thumbnails that you will see on some of the videos that we're gonna go over here in this video. Okay, basically the first video you gotta watch is gonna be this one. This one's gonna teach you how to basically modify the Wii with the Homebrew channel. So you can have the Homebrew channel, and basically everything is gonna be done under the Wi-Fi. You can do everything with the Wi-Fi. Okay, one thing I've been getting a lot of questions on is the Wi-Fi not connecting on the Wii's. The error codes you get sometimes when you try to connect over and over to a Wi-Fi in your house, and your the Wi-Fi in your house, you know what I mean, your home internet. One of the tips I gotta say is try to use your cell phone. A lot of times the newer routers that we have now are they try to make everything so much faster that the Wii is kind of old school, you know what I mean, it's old, you know, so you kind of have to try. A lot of times the hotspot on your phone is made to, you know, basically be used on anything, you know what I mean. You can get the signal on anything. It's supposed to be a hotspot, so I would say try to use your phone's hotspot and try to do some of the modding stuff that you have to do, like downloading some of the apps through the Homebrew browser, or even modding the Wii with the stuff you have to do. Just use your phone, guys. I mean, I use my phone multiple times on a couple of Wii's that I just couldn't connect to my internet here in my house. Okay, so it's up to you guys, but most of the time my solution will be just use your phone's Wi-Fi, and it's not going to be that much stuff you're downloading. It's going to be less than a gig, so it's not going to take that much out of it. So alright guys, so after you guys watch that video, the next video you should watch, it's this one, the Nintendo Wii Homebrew setup. How to set up your front SD card. And to set up the front SD card, all you have to do is get an SD card. After you do the modding of the Homebrew, I'll show you guys later in this video, we're gonna go in the Homebrew browser and we're gonna check out some of the stuff you gotta get as soon as you download the browser. I do have the browser link for the download on this same video, so you can download the browser from this video. It's a link there. I used it many times. Remember, whenever you download something, guys, let's go over here now. Whenever you guys download something, it's not gonna be a regular file. And what I mean by that, it's gonna be something you're gonna have to extract. So when you download the Homebrew browser, it's not gonna look like this. The folder is gonna have a different shape to it, and then it's gonna be Homebrew browser something over here on the side. Just keep that in mind. When you double click on it, it should have this. It should have the boot icon, list, loop. It should have the meta, the settings. It should have all this stuff to be able to work so you can be able to go online and see all the apps they have, and even the updates they have on the Homebrew channel. Okay guys, so you got to make sure whenever you download anything, the games, the files, the different apps, the watts, most of the time you're gonna have to either extract, or what I use in my computer is I believe it's called ZIP7. Where is it? I don't see it, but it's ZIP7. I use it. I downloaded it from the Windows Store. It's called ZIP7, and it's gonna help you open a lot of zip files. Then the other is gonna be compressed files. Those compressed files, you're gonna just extract. You're gonna right click on them, and it's gonna give you an option to extract. You're gonna extract all. It's gonna extract it. Okay, guys. All right, so here I'm getting confused here. Too many mouses. All right, guys. So that's one. First, we're gonna homebrew it using the Wi-Fi. Then we're gonna make our SD card. When we make our SD card, remember everything is always gonna be FAT32. So I'm gonna give you an example of what your SD card should look like. Your SD card should look like this. You should have a SD card, whatever size you want, and then you're gonna have an apps folder where all the apps. All you have to do once you first start, you're not gonna have all this stuff. All you have to do is make an apps folder, and then the Homebrew browser that you downloaded, that's gonna look like this. Then when you double click on it, it's gonna have all those icon stuff. You're gonna put that in there. You're gonna put the Homebrew browser in the apps folder. And then I'll show you, once you start downloading all these apps, it's gonna make all these folders where you put the games and the ROMs, where you keep all your games after you download them or buy them and copy them. And then it's gonna give you all the inside folders for the apps to actually run the application, the emulator, whatever you want to call it. All right, guys. So make sure you FAT32 on everything. FAT32. If you have to get a program like one of my videos, I'll show you next. It's a program where you can download that's gonna FAT32 anything that's over 64 gigs. Anything on the 64, you can leave it at FAT32. Anything over 64 gigs, it's gonna be NFTF or something else. All right, guys. So let's get out of here. Let's close this. And you guys see how your SD card should look like. The next thing you have to do is gonna be you're gonna use that program that I told you about, FAT32 GUI format. It's a quick program you can use. And the other program you're gonna need is gonna be WII Backup Manager. It's gonna make your life very easy. In this video, you can see some of the stuff I did with it and some of the stuff that you can do with it. Okay, guys. And this is the first video of 2. The next one that you gotta watch after this one is gonna be this one, part 2. All right, guys. This one's gonna have more WII Backup Manager. How we're gonna extract some files. We're gonna rename some files for the Gamecube. And we're gonna set up some of the files, some of the WBF files for the Wii, so we can play some Wii games through the hard drive. Or like we're gonna do today in this video, I'm gonna use a micro SD adapter with a SD card, a 32 gig SD card, a couple games just to show you guys. All right, so watch this video. Once you learn this video and I kind of show you how to use WII Backup Manager, it's pretty easy. You just got to download it and you learn how to rename ISOs, and we're going to set up the files. And then the next video after that you should be able to watch will be this one, the WII Backup Manager, the final stuff that we're going to do. And it's going to show you how to add the files to your SD card where your USB adapter or your hard drive. All right, guys. So let me show you how that should look like. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody watching. All right, guys. So for the video, I made this. This is what I have over here. I have a FAT32 that I named WII32. That's a 32 gig, 28 gigger. Little SD card. Okay, and all I did it's already FAT32, and all I did to it was 2 folders. I did a WBS folder that I keep some of the games, and I did a games folder where I keep my Gamecube games, 4x4 Evo 2, and inside I have an ISO file, disk image file, ISO file, and I named it game. Remember, guys, whenever you download any Gamecube games, they're all going to be ISO files. They're all ISO files for Gamecube. So you download the ISO file, you're going to extract the actual file from it. Most of the time, like I said, everything you download, you're going to extract it or you're going to zip it out. So you're gonna extract the ISO file, and it's gonna have, hold on, I'm getting confused with the mouses here. It's gonna have basically it's gonna say this 4x4 Evo 2, but it won't have a folder. It's just gonna be an ISO file. It's gonna look like that, but it's gonna say, oh shit, I almost launched it. It's gonna say 4x4 Evo 2. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a folder that says the same name on it, 4x4 Evo 2, and in there, in that folder, you're gonna put that file. You're gonna put the ISO file, and you rename it game. Okay guys, that's what you have to do for GameCube games. You have to do them one at a time. You rename the file game in the ISO format, and you're gonna keep that in its folder 4x4 Evo 2. You're gonna name the name of the game, the folder. Alright guys, that's how easy it is. Now we're gonna try some stuff today to see if this is the issue you guys are having, because a lot of people are telling me in the comments that yeah, a lot of people in the comments are telling me that they're having issue loading some of the Wii games. Some of the Wii games, it goes to either the Homebrew channel or it goes either to the black screen. So I'm gonna try to do some stuff here where we're gonna rename the files incorrectly, but we're gonna change some things to see if that's what's going on with you guys. Because this side should look like whenever you guys are setting up your hard drive or thing. All you have to do is set up your WBFS folder, and in that folder you're gonna keep your games. I'm gonna leave this one correct, Action Girls. We're gonna leave that one correct. That's how it should look. You should have a folder with the name of the game and the game ID and the closed brackets. So you keep that, Action Girls brackets, RGYE5Z brackets. You keep that, you make a folder says that, and then in that folder you're gonna keep the WBS file, and you're gonna put the game ID RGYE5Z dot, no spaces in between these dots. Okay, you're gonna put that Z dot WBFS, and you don't have to put the WBFS in capital letters. It could be small letters, but the game ID has to be in capital letters. Okay, so always put the game ID in capital letters, and WBFS you can put it in small letters. Alright guys, so we're gonna do that one like that, the correct way. This one, what I did is I took the game ID off of it. I just erased it. Alright guys, but we still have the game ID in the file. This one should still work. You don't have to put the game ID outside. I believe the USB loader will read it through here. So we'll try this out. Okay, we're gonna try and trial here, and on this one we're gonna leave this like that, but we're gonna put the incorrect game ID, because when you download some of these games you're gonna have to get the game ID. What I did is I found a website. I just googled WFS game IDs, and I found it, and I put Wii game IDs, and I found it, and it just showed me a list of all the games and all the IDs for like the US version, the Japanese version, and the European version. So you have to see which one you downloaded and then go from there. Something that can help you with the games IDs in the video is in this video, in the ISO video, the one that I show you how to use Wii Backup Manager. Wii Backup Manager, once you download an ISO file that's you're gonna turn into a Wii game, WBFS, it'll give you the game ID. So okay, but in this one, what we're gonna do guys is we're gonna misspell something. We're gonna change the game ID. We're gonna put the wrong one. It's supposed to be this right here, SAWE52. So we're gonna make it SEWE52. See if that makes a difference. See if that makes the game not be red. Alright, so we're gonna change it on this one too. So basically we put the incorrect game ID on the game, and the game is Angry Bird. Okay, so we'll check out Angry Birds Trilogy if it works, and Big Shot and Chicken Shot will see if it works using if it loads up without the game ID over here, but just the game ID inside with the WBFS file. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead now and take it to the next stage of the video, and I'm actually gonna try to do this. I haven't tried this yet, so if this fails I will make another video with part 2 of this because I'm trying to do some rigging stuff here. You know me guys, some of you guys know me, but I'm a person that likes to I don't know, try things, you know, try things that I shouldn't try. But all right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. I'll leave this, and don't forget, Battle the Hills, my Mortal Kombat stuff. Help me out with some of that stuff, guys. Thank you. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys. All right, guys. I think we're back in the second part of the video. Now we're back in the Wii. Okay, this is my Wii, so I have a couple more things I normally have in other Wiis, but we're gonna check out the games. Okay, we're gonna go to let's start first by showing you, if you first just started and you downloaded the Homebrew channel, and all you have is basically this right now. You did the Wi-Fi modding of the Homebrew channel, and now you bought a SD card, FAT32, apps folder, Homebrew browser in it. You're gonna turn it on. You don't worry about none of this stuff. We're gonna go Homebrew channel. And remember, you need to have internet to hit the Homebrew channel. Some people might get a... Okay, I believe we are here. Homebrew browser. So basically, once you have the Homebrew browser, you're gonna click on it and you're gonna load it up. It's gonna analyze, it's gonna do all this stuff. It's waiting for the network. It knows you have a SD mounted, you know you have a USB device mounted, so it's ready to go. Now just extracting all the files, extracting all the apps we can get. Alright guys, so we're gonna take a quick glance of all the apps, some of the apps that you need as soon as you get started. Thanks again for watching, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Alright guys, these are some of the games, but these games are, you know, pretty lame games, you know what I mean? They're just independent people make this game, so pretty simple stuff. But the stuff you need is going to be over here. First, you're going to start utilities. Utilities, you're going to come over here, and one of the things you're going to load up, and look, there's an app, there's an update for the USB loader. You're going to go all USB loader, and you're going to, instead of update, it's going to ask you for download, and you're going to download it, and it's going to have this version. Let me see, you can install games for your HD and boot them with shorter loading times. Hopefully they fixed the problem that people were having with the SD cards. It wouldn't load up, it wouldn't recognize the SD as a hard drive until you went to an application and then came out of the application and started the USB loader. Hopefully that's what this is fixing. Alright, so update it. Like I said guys, this stuff is cool because you can actually update the stuff that you download so you can keep up to date. So the first thing you're gonna do is download the USB loader, and then you're gonna keep going down. You're gonna go down over here. You guys can see other apps. Clean rip. If you wanna, I have a video, same video. I have a clean rip video where it shows you how to copy some of the games, some of the settings you have to put in the actual app when you're downloading, so you can download it. And in that, it helps it not to have FAT32, but to have a different, like a different type of FAT32. Not FAT32, but NFTF. It's better because NFTF you can put bigger games. All right. Something else you're gonna need is Nintendo. Nintendo is gonna let you play Gamecube games. Even if your Wii doesn't play Gamecube games from factory, doesn't have the controllers, you can always play Gamecube games with the gamepad controller. All right, guys. Another application you're gonna need is gonna be this one over here, Power Check. I like having Power Check because it shows you how much battery life your controller has in different games. All right, guys, that's just optional. That's up to you guys. Another one you could get would be the very important one is the THX COIOS. This is the important one. This is the one that we're gonna be able to put and run 58 BIOS on this, iOS on this, so we can mod it and use the USB to play video games. Alright guys, and other than that, The Gecko, I use it on my Wii because my Wii is European, and if you have Gecko, it lets you play in a CD. So if you guys buy a CD online, that's like a rare disc, you know, for the weird rare game or something, but it's in Japan, it's a Japanese version. All you have to do is download this app, Gecko, and then you can basically run it. You can run the games through there. You just load it up, and then you put the disc in it, and it does the rest. Cool if you're gonna play. In my case, I have to run on my disc through there because my disc drive won't read any American stuff, just the European stuff in Japanese. Alright, so next you're gonna do is you're gonna go to emulators. And the emulators here, guys, it's a choice for you guys. Look, I got all these updates I gotta do on my emulators. So we're going to Nintendo emulator, we're gonna update it. Alright. See, that's cool that I did this right now so you guys can see some of the updates and how cool it is that updates it, you know what I mean? Keep up to date. So I'm gonna press B. That was a Nintendo emulator, the FCE Ultra GX, and then the Super NES 9X GX, Super Nintendo. We're gonna update it too. And remember, all this is being updated on your apps folder. Like once you download this stuff, it's gonna create that file, and it's gonna create the apps folder, and it's gonna create the folder that we talked about in the video. That's gonna have all your games and your ROMs. All right, guys. So let's hit B. Keep going down. Another one is the Game Boy Advance emulator and Game Boy. Here we go. Another update. So far I downloaded, updated these three and the USB Loader GX. All right, let's hit B. Let's keep going down. I normally get those three: Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy Advance. I get those three. Nintendo 64, not 64. One of the better emulators for the Nintendo 64. Some of them are not that good, but that one's pretty good. You guys see me play games on it, it's okay. And then the Mame, the emulator. I had to get the WAD to have a window in the front. I had to download that WAD. I just googled Mame WADs on YouTube, and I got a bunch of people that talked about them, and then I followed some of the links and I made it, guys. Okay, into the Genesis Plus GX, the Sega Genesis emulator. You can get the emulator from here. You can play the games just by going through Homebrew browser if you don't have a window. And that's the other thing too, guys. You don't need a WAD window if you can't find it, but if you still download Genesis Plus GX, you can still play the games and everything. All you have to do is basically go through Homebrew browser and just click on the application. So, and you can open it like that too. So don't be like, oh, I can't find the WAD, I can't play this. You can still play. You can still play. Just play it through the Homebrew browser. It's very easy. See, but over here, the Super Nintendo, it has its own channel, its own WAD. The Game Boy Advance 2 is on WAD. So you get some of the WADs here. You basically get 3 of them. And this one, the WII SX, that's the emulator that I'm using for the PlayStation, but I actually use the R WAD. It has WII XR. I'm using that WAD, and all I did was in the apps folder, I renamed it. I just changed the name of it. Instead of SX, I added an R at the end, and it sends it there. I don't know. Quick, maybe you guys get stuck. Let me know. And the Nintendo installer, the WAD, and the Neo Geo. And some of the stuff you can get more stuff here. Like you can see, it's a lot more stuff, but I just keep it simple, guys. Neo Geo, Super Nintendo, PlayStation. You know what I mean? Simple stuff. So that's a look right there, guys, at the Homebrew browser and some of the applications you need and you might be able to get that are easy to find. Okay, guys. Now let's leave here. Let's hit back, home button. And we're going to return to loader. And again, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you find this stuff informative. I know my videos are a little weird. I don't do things like everybody else. I do my own thing, you know what I mean? You can like or dislike, but I appreciate the support. If you like don't forget to leave a like, okay? Don't forget to subscribe if you can. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in the next year. Hopefully half a year, but alright guys, no more joking. Let's get back to it. Alright, so once you download some of that stuff, like I said, you don't need to have a window. You can always come to the Homebrew browser and you're gonna have all your stuff. You don't have a window for the USB loader, boom, you can play it through here. Clean rip, D2X, this is, you're gonna use it right away and you're gonna always use it. Watch my video with the D2X CO so you can do the settings. I'll even show you the settings in the first video, the one you modded with the Wi-Fi. It shows you the steps to do this, and basically you're gonna erase it after that. And then you're gonna install your channels. You're gonna have your channel, you're gonna install it, and you're gonna erase it. It's up to you want to keep it. I keep this just because this is my main my personal. So I keep all my back things as backup, you know. But here we go, guys. I mean, you're gonna set up. Your setup should look like this after you start downloading stuff. You might not have the window channels, but you will have this, okay, guys. You're gonna have, like I said, I downloaded R. I put the R at the end. But the other thing you might have to download will be this, Pimp My WII, so you can get some of your watts. Some of your watts to play, guys. Let me see what's going on here. Alright, let's get back to it. Some of the watts here. So basically I use Pimp My WII for my watts. What are watts? Remember guys, those are the windows that you have in your front main screen that's gonna access all the different apps. Alright, so I always go to apps, I go here, I go to my watts, and I have a couple extra watts for each stuff, but I just kind of use the ones that you see on the screen. Is that you can find some for the, all you have to do is kind of Google GXGO watts, not 64, I mean Nintendo's not 64 watt, Sega Gen Plus GX watt, Super NEX 9X watt, but that one I just got it because it's a different one than what you get from the Homebrew browser. But basically guys, as you come here, then you install your watts and then you'll be able to have your windows. Okay guys, now let's test what we talked about with the by changing the file names and stuff like that. Let's see if that stuff affects it or it works. Remember, if you're using an SD card and you're having issues when you click USB loader, it doesn't load it and it says, oh, waiting to utilize or something like that, something about utilizing or some shit about the SD drive. Okay, so all you gotta do is whatever game you have, whatever are these applications, I always go to Sega. You go to Sega, you go to start, you load up the application, and then once you load the application, you're gonna just leave. You're gonna exit back to the menu screen. Once we exit back to the menu screen, now we'll be able to go to USB Loader GX. Remember, you guys don't have to watch for this. You guys can go to Homebrew browser. You just click on USB Loader GX, the app. It's gonna do the same exact thing. Always make sure to plug in your hard drive or your micro SD with SD adapter or SD card like I have now in the bottom USB. Okay guys, so here we go. Action. You guys can tell we're missing a file. We got Angry Birds that I did the thing wrong. I did the game ID wrong, and the other game that we have, it doesn't even show at all. So you have to make sure you do everything right, guys. You do all the files right. You have to make sure the files you're using, you're writing the WBFS, you're doing the space. Alright, so let's see if this loads up. Action girls. Okay, let's start it up. I know. I just picked a small file, guys. I didn't pick a guy. Okay, so it loads up fine. It didn't go to the home. It didn't go to the home screen. Nothing. Alright, it's loading up. Action girls. Action Girls Racing. What the hell? See if it plays. 50cc. Which girl should I get? Should I get? Yeah, let me get the hot blonde girl. Racing the Princess Castle. Hey, it's good for kids though, you know? Look at this thing. There you go. I wonder this game is only like 820 megabytes. Freaking graphics are from a Nintendo 64. Oh shit, oh, got boost or something. Ooh, what is that? The flower power. Flower power! Flower power! Yay! Flowers! Alright guys, oh shit. Oh damn. Handling sucks in this thing. Yeah, these graphics are horrible. No wonder this game is so little. You notice that too, guys. Whenever the megabytes and stuff like that, the size of the game is real small, it's all about details and stuff. It's gonna be a crappy looking game. So, all right. So let's get out of here. Let's hit the home button, and we're gonna hit WII menu, and we're gonna go back. Going back to the USB. And now we're gonna try this one, Angry Bird. This is the one that we did the wrong game ID. And look, we get a blank screen. The USB loader doesn't know what it is. It knows it's a WBFS file, but if it has the wrong game ID, if you have a black screen like this, more than likely you're not gonna be able to play the game. You have to have something like this. You have to have some animation, some noise, something. Alright guys, so let's try load it up and see what happens. We got black screen, right back to the Wii. Alright, so that could be something that could be going on with you guys. You guys are telling me that you keep getting this, or it goes back to the Homebrew channel. It could be that. It could be the game ID not being correct on the file. So like I said, just Google Wii games game IDs or WFS game IDs, and you're gonna get the game IDs. Because the file's good. If I will put the A back in there, it's gonna work fine. And we'll try that. Alright guys. And then we got this, the Gamecube games. Remember, Gamecube games, they're gonna take a little while to load. I won't do it because I know it works, so but I won't do it. But alright guys. Alright, let's go back to the WII menu. And we'll go back to the computer and check out the file one more time. I know there was 3 games that I had. So we had the girls game, and we had the Angry Birds, but it didn't show a picture. It didn't show no game ID. All right, so let me try to do this again, guys. Stay with me. Stay with me. Don't forget about the Battle of the Hills. Alright guys, we're back. Alright, we're back in the computer now. And we're looking at the same USB adapter and the SD card that I had in the Wii right now. That we were playing the So basically, once you go in the Homebrew browser, it's gonna make an apps folder for you with the Homebrew browser inside your it was just gonna have the settings and the temp, but it's gonna make an apps folder. You can just keep an apps folder in your hard drive or in the. You actually can run all the apps and everything through there, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would run all the apps and all the small games through the front SD card. Just get a bigger one. Alright guys, so let's check it out. So here we go. Ooh, chicken shot. That's the one that didn't show up at all. Action Girls? Yeah, Action Girls we didn't mess around with at all. That's why it showed up fine. Angry Birds, what we did is we changed the letters here. We changed the game ID. And chicken shot, it didn't even show up, even though the game ID is in there and the folder's there, it didn't show up. Alright, so let's do this. Let me replace these files. I have them on here. These are the same files. Alright guys, so let's erase this chicken shot and let's add this one with the game ID. Like I said, these are small files, so alright, so let's see now if I plug in back in the Wii that we're gonna be able to see chicken shot in the list. And Angry Birds, remember how we changed over here? It's supposed to be SAWE52. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna right click it, we're gonna rename it, and we're gonna go SA52. Okay, so we're gonna save it there. We're gonna save it just like this one. We're gonna match the original file. Then we're gonna go in it and we're gonna change what we did here. And remember guys, everything is FAT32 and you have to have the right game ID dot, no spaces, WBFS. Alright guys, game ID dot WBFS. And then you're gonna put that in this folder. Remember, you have to put the game ID on the folder. Chicken shot didn't show when I didn't have the game ID on the folder. Alright guys, so we're gonna check it out now and see if everything loads up fine. Angry Birds took me to the home screen because it had the wrong game ID, and chicken shot didn't even show up because I didn't have the game ID out here with the brackets and the name. The brackets, okay, you have to have the brackets, game ID in capital letters, bracket. Alright guys, just like you see it there, just like you see it here. Let's get rid of this. That's over here. And alright, now let's check this out now. Let's get out of here again. Let's close this and we'll go back to the Wii guys. Just hang out with me. Give me some time because this stuff. Alrighty then. I think we are back. Alright guys, we're back in the Wii again. I plugged it back in. Same USB adapter with the SD card with the 3 games and the Gamecube games. Now remember, if you're having issues loading, as soon as you turn on your Wii and you plug in your, well, I will always recommend to plug in the hard drive or the micro SD with the USB adapter before you turn it on. Plug it in and then you turn it on. So once you do that, just to be safe, only with a micro SD and an adapter with the hard drive, you can go straight to USB loader. But if you're using an SD or a flash card, I don't really recommend flash cards neither guys. Like small USB flash cards, like little flash things, little flash sticks, I don't really recommend using those. I say USB adapter and a micro SD or SD card like I'm using right now, SD card. Alright, we loaded up the Sega, we got out of the Sega, and now we're gonna go to USB loader. See how many games we see this time. Last time we saw 2, and then we saw Star Wars, but we didn't see the picture of it, even though I know I have the cover. So now we should see everything because we labeled everything correctly. And there you go guys, this was always there, that was the correct one. This one I didn't have the game ID in the name and the game folder, the name of the game, space, brackets, game ID, brackets. Inside of that folder I had the game ID .wbfs like I showed you guys a little bit earlier. Okay guys, so don't forget, you have to label your files right to be able to USB loader to read them. It could be a good game, a good file, but it won't read it. Okay, and the Angry Birds, remember it didn't show before? It showed me the title, but it didn't load up. Let's load this one up because this one went, remember there was a black screen here, there was nothing here. So game IDs are very important guys. Now we're gonna start it. You have to see something there. If you don't see something there, it's gonna be something wrong. Alright guys, it loads up. It didn't take me to the home screen, so that's a good sign. Remember guys, you can have good files. Some of the files are good, you just have to make sure you have the right game IDs. Alright, so we'll skip all this stuff. We know the game works. Alright, let's see, let's check it out, let's see if it works good. That's empty. 111. Okay. See the classic stuff. I like this song right here, guys. This song is pretty cool. Here we go. Oh shit, I almost overshot that thing. Ah, still missing one right there. Fuck. We're gonna go straight shot this thing. Oh no, I finished it. I thought I had a. Let's check it out. I'll probably land in the middle. Nice. Alright guys, see that the game works. Let's get out of here. Let's hit the home button. WII menu. Let's go back to the USB loader GX. Thank you guys for watching, guys. You guys can see, trying to help you guys out. A lot of questions, a lot of comments, so trying to maybe show you something you guys are missing and messing up on. Remember this one, the file was good. Game ID was inside the folder. Game ID dot, correct game ID dot WBFS, but it still didn't play because the folder name didn't have the game ID. So now let's try it out. It loads up, chicken shot. Now let's start it up. Another video is a little long, guys. Another video is a little long, so I appreciate you guys hanging out, watching, and seeing maybe what's going on. Oh man, single player arcade easy. Oh man, this guy's waking up. He's gonna go shoot some chickens.
Goddamn chicken, eat my corn! Get out of here, you damn chicken! I'ma kill me some chickens tonight! Alright, where are the damn chickens? Damn chicken, show yourself, chicken! Oof, down, chicken! Another chicken, where's the chickens at? Where are the chickens? Ooh, oh, oh, going down. Bird go down. Oh, he dropped off the. He jumped. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, reload, reload. Ooh, reload. Ooh, that boy threw an egg at me. He don't like me too much. He knows I killed some of his brothers. Some of his chicken brothers. Oh! 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 Reload! Oh! Alright guys, you see that game works fine. Oh! Oh! Ooh, that guy's hiding behind the tree there. Let me reload. Get this guy right here. Ooh, ooh, missed him. This guy's trying to get me with the freaking egg, man. Oh, he got away. He got away. Ah, you son of a bitch. Got him. I got him. I got him. I got him. Alright, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. You guys see that what I show you guys works? That I don't play no games unless I'm shooting this guy. Oh, go. Oh my, oh, reload. Ah, man. Got egged by a chicken. Woo! Alright, guys, let's get out of here. Let's head back home. Loader GX. Alright, guys. We're back over here. We're gonna hit home. We're gonna go WII menu. Go back to the WII menu. And there you go, guys. Hope this video is helpful. Some of the people in the comments asking me why it's not loading up, or why it goes back to the home channel or the Homebrew channel. There you go, guys. Full video here, and basically some of the nicks and nags, some tips that might help you guys. So I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and always leave me a like if you find this informative. You guys don't have to subscribe to my channel, because I'll be, doing some random stuff that might not be interested in. So it's all good, but I appreciate you guys can leave me a like if you find this informative, if you find this helpful. But thank you guys again. Don't forget to check out these videos. The first one you gotta check out. Then you're gonna check out this one to make your SD card. Then you're gonna go with this one to learn how to use WII Backup Manager. Learn how to get a file for your program for your computer, so you can turn everything to FAT32. And you want to copy some of your games that you already have, so you can keep them in your USB. And then after that, you can go part 2 of that. That's gonna still teach you more about the WII Backup Manager, renaming the ISO files like we did today, the Gamecube, how you name them games and put them in the games folder. Alright, guys, and then after that, you're gonna learn how to set up your hard drive and your SD card. And all these videos have more in-depth stuff that I could show you guys, but for right now, I thank you guys. Don't forget about my Battle of the Hills. I go live once in a while, late at night, because that's the only time I can. I play some Mortal Kombat with some of my friends, even though some of them don't like me so much right now because the way I play with my girl Sendel. But it is what it is. I love you guys anyways. Shout out to Flip, shout out to everybody, all my subs, all my new subs. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for watching.
Retro Castle Rum Collector.